following is a presentation of Real Wise Productions and Komen Media Incorporated. In 4 weeks, Donald Trump will go to a, quote, horrible city, close quote. Next on Mentality. Welcome to another installment of Mentality, where iron sharpens iron in the realm of health, wealth, mental health, entrepreneurship, love, and brotherhood, all from a man's perspective. I am one of the co-hosts of this program, Cole Johnson, aka the Mad Scientist and EP Extraordinaire, and the EP of all EPs. And I am joined as always by the other co-host of this program, the man is known as Wize All, known as Mr. Stuck in My Mind, now Mr. Cognitively Cuisine and Cognitive Cuisine, and now King Petty. Your boy in mind, Wize, aka Wize LF. How you doing, man?
I am excited. This is I'm excited for this show. It's gonna be another banger. That's what we seem to put out, as some bangers. And so how does Seamus go? Banger after banger after banger. Yeah, that's how it goes.
Democrats are dusting off the same playbook that scored the party midterm wins across the country, midterms meaning 2022, by seizing on abortion rights, and California's most high-profile political figures are leading the charge, both at home and half a dozen other states. California's Governor Gavin Newsom and Lieutenant Governor Elaine Konolokis, along with Vice President and former Senator from California, Kamala Harris, all are doubling down on abortion rights, even as California remains one of the most pro-choice states in the country. Do you think this is a good political strategy for the Democrats to focus on abortion rights?
Yes, because it's really what the Republican Party is doing. It's just not right. I'm not pro-choice. I'm not pro-life. Everyone has their choices in life to make. And now when government is trying to get involved and tell people that they don't have these rights anymore, they don't have these choices anymore because they say so, I have a problem with that. So once the Republicans have decided that this was their right to tell anyone to do what to do with their body, I don't agree with that. There's only one person who let's get this straight. God has put us on this place to learn and discover who we are.
Right.
Not for you to dictate and tell me that I can't, if I wanted to shave my balls, hairs, or whatever it was, whatever, can't tell me what to do with my body.
Donald Trump This past Thursday called Milwaukee, where in 4 weeks' time he will be declared the Republican nominee for president, a quote horrible city, close quote. Now, Trump made the comment to House Republicans in a morning meeting on Capitol Hill to discuss campaign strategies, among other GOP priorities, ahead of the 2024 election. How smart is this of Trump to label the largest city in a battleground state horrible?
Does it really matter? He doesn't say the word. He doesn't say he'll shoot people. He shoot somebody in the middle of the streets and people will still love him. And is he lying? The man
no,
is
he
a
didn't lie.
34. My man is a 34-time convicted felon. 34 times.
Go to town on that. He's gonna go to
34
town on
times.
The 34,
and he is still running for president. It's unprecedented. It's unprecedented what this man is doing.
It is unprecedented. Yes, no question. So
for him to call Milwaukee a horrible city, that don't surprise me. That's what the meeting was about. Is disrespect their constituents, and they will love you for it. It's like that one. It's like that one girlfriend that she just gets abused and refused to leave because this is what turns her on. Like these people are sodomists.
Now, if elected, the former president would become the oldest U.S. president ever to be inaugurated. I know. You think, well, wait a minute. The old fogey in the White House now wasn't the oldest. Well, he's the oldest at the moment. But his campaign strategy, let's mock his opponent's age. He just so happens to be only 3+ years older. Trump celebrated his 78th birthday on Friday, reaching the same age as Biden when he won the election back in 2020. Though Biden has taken most of the fall for age-related concerns, Trump hasn't been exempt from questions about his cognitive function himself. How strong do you think either Biden or Trump can lead in their late 70s and 80s?
Okay. We've already seen what Biden can do in his late 70s, early 80s, and he sucks balls.
True.
And Trump is not any better. It's not any better. He's gonna suck balls just as bad as Biden. I don't care which people think this man is not a savior. He is a narcissist who is losing his mind. Again, morality has completely left the political realm because this man should have never been in office in the first place. He is morally corrupt. I harp on this every single episode that we do mentality. We need age limits. None of these old should be in office. In Congress, in the Senate. None of these old Mitch McConnell need to go, Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, all of them, all the Crypt Keeper, bro. They all need to go.
Not the Wax Museum exhibits. Oh, no.
The Madame Tussauds exhibits, yes. All these black dudes up there. They need to go.
Tussauds exhibits. We're just getting started. Mentality will return.
Little right here. Look at the inside of these cakes. Now, When you bite into it, just as I demonstrated while you were talking the beginning of your discussion right there, I could taste the drugs inside of this cake, sick. I could taste the addiction within the cream filling of this cake right here, to where they not only us with that cake right there, but they made an ice cream out of it. They made an ice cream out of it. A 1 pint Christmas tree cake ice cream. Look at that little just smile up there. Look, she is up to no good on there. Look at that. Look at that smile on there, sick. She knows that she got you. Got him is what's in her mind right now.
Acknowledge me.
Look at that little smile right there. She's up to no good.
D. Willie in the evening, Thursdays at 11:15 p.m. Eastern, 10:15 p.m. Central, exclusively on Sertoba Media, where the struggle is real to be awesome. Cool McCain.
You thought you wanted to go through against Chad Gable, but you didn't. And I'm going to tell you why. Chad Gable would take everything that Gunther's done and bury it.
The Playmaker.
It was on site. AJ Styles walked out there, seen LA Knight. Oh, okay, nigga. LA Knight hopped out the car. Let's go.
Break down everything in TNA, AEW, and all of the WWE programming. Join these two kings, monarchs of wrestling, live every Monday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. Central on the Play Caller Sports Talk YouTube channel. Welcome back to Mentality, where men are men and boys are boys. With Wize and Cole, I'm Cole Johnson. And last weekend, Will Smith seems to be on a redemption tour, releasing a movie, one where he's familiar. He partnered up again with Martin Lawrence in another Bad Boys film, Bad Boys Ride or Die. But is he ready to be redeemed by the public at large? Or are we still thinking about that Oscars 2022? How should I put this?
Slap. The slap heard around the world. We know what we're talking about. The slap heard all around the world.
Now, with the aforementioned slap that Wize mentioned, it's been 2 years since that incident happened. But writer Rob Schneider is finally weighing in. During a recent appearance on the Kyle and Jackie O show, Schneider, who is friends, of course, with the fellow Brooklynite of Wise's, Chris Rock, he was asked if he spoke to the actor-comedian following the incident that happened in the 2022 Oscars. And he said, quote, he didn't want to talk to anybody. I don't blame him. But it took him a while to get to a point where he could react to it because it was a lot. He's a very sensitive, great guy, and he's literally a genius. Close quote. Now, Schneider criticized Smith for striking Rock on stage during the ceremony after the Rustin star made a joke about Smith's wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, which to me, I think was actually an uplifting thing veiled in a joke, but I digress. Schneider went on to say, quote, Will Smith has been hiding the fact of who he really is, and it was exposed that night he was really an it's a deep, dark thing to do that in front of all those people and to a really great legendary comedian who's literally the best comedian of our generation. Close quote. And that is what the former Saturday Night writer had to say about it. And he said he could not say it because he was, of course, part of the Hollywood entity that banned Will from being in the Oscars for the next decade. Now, I'll begin by asking this. Do you believe, oh, I'm sorry, along with it, when Jackie O said that she felt as though when she interviewed Smith that he was a nice guy, Schneider returned fire and said that he was a liar and an utter fraud. Do you believe Will Smith is a liar and an utter fraud, as Schneider believes?
Listen, listen, I think it would have been on site every single time I saw Will Smith. So I would have handled it differently. Like every time I was seeing Will Smith, it was been on site. Would have been on site. I don't care how many times.
You've been like you've been like Chris's brother Tony. Okay, got it.
It would have been on site every single time, bro. You ain't gonna slap, bro. You know what it is to get slapped on worldwide TV. Worldwide, this everybody, everyone. Fufu in Africa saw this slap. You had people in India watch this slap. I'm it would have been on site every single time, man. Well, you would have been in peace. There would have been no peace. Every single time I saw Will Smith, he would have got punched in the face. There would have been assault charges pressed against me everywhere. Every state.
Should he have said anything 2 years later, or should he have been quiet?
It's his opinion. That's his friend.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying he felt the pain for his brother. It was an embarrassment to all his friends and family. Like, man, my boy got smacked on TV.
Yeah.
I'm saying I would be devastated if I saw you get slapped on TV, man.
Same. Yeah, same.
If I would have saw you get slapped on TV, I'm telling you, would have been on site with that dude.
Yeah.
It would have been on site. Oh, my boy. That's my boy. Boop.
Yeah.
That's it. Nah, man. That's it. Yeah. We would solve it the right way.
Yeah, my wife would have had to restrain me because if that happened to you, that's exactly what I would be too. I'd be like, oh, okay, all right, so this fool needs to be fed knuckle sandwiches, and I would be saying that. We heard what you felt. That it probably still would be on site for you with Will Smith, but he seems to be getting good press because Bad Boys Ride or Die seems to actually be pretty decent.
Number one.
Yeah,
number one. Yeah,
number one. Definitely number one this past week. Probably be number one this week too. The movie itself, is it a bridge to redemption for Smith?
No, because it's not his first movie.
True.
He's released the one where he was a slave, and the only reason people wanted to see that was to see him get beat. Like that's why Chris Rock watched it. Like he's like, yeah, we'll beat that mother.
I forgot he said he watched it for that reason.
Yeah. And I still haven't watched it.
I haven't either.
Eventually I'll watch these Bad Boy movies just because I've seen them all. Just to see Reggie get busy, because I see there's some scenes where Reggie handles his business. So but am I hyped like when Bad Boys 2 came out? Nah, because we have been waiting for Bad Boys 2 for so long.
7 years. Yeah, 7 years between the first and the second. Yeah. Almost all of what you just said, almost verbatim, that is what my wife has said. I mean, the loss of all respect for Will, and probably gaining more respect for Chris Rock in the process, because I definitely have. And I had a lot of respect for him before that incident. So I thought I think, brilliant comedian.
Yeah.
But I got a chance to see the fabric of the man he was after that slap. And
listen,
wow, the fabric of the man is even better. I love
he
him
was
now.
he is a much better man than I would have been. Because we both would have been acting ghetto. Me and Will both would have been acting ghetto up on that stage. After I got slapped, I would have run up on the table, and I don't know, him and Jada might have got slapped. I don't know, but son, it would have been ghetto. Y'all would have seen bottles being thrown. Yo, no, son, this would not have happened. No.
But why would Jada have to catch those hands though?
Not my hands. My wife would have been catching, punch that in the face.
Should we forgive Will Smith for smacking Chris Rock in the face at the 2022 Oscars?
I ain't gotta forgive him. He ain't slapped me. He ain't slapped me. There's nothing for me to forgive him for. He ain't slapped me. Yeah, this is what's wrong with y'all people. He ain't slapped me. I ain't gotta forgive him. I can give two. That's on Chris Rock. If Chris Rock forgive him, man, more power to you, bro. But it would have been on site, Will. Would have been on site. Would have been on site, Will. Every single time. Ain't no forgiveness. Son, there's not enough forgiveness for this to slap me on the Oscars and think he gonna get away with this. Chris Rock, if you forgive him, more power to you, brother. You're a bigger man than me.
Same.
You're a bigger man than me. But he ain't slapping me.
Mentality will be back in 2 and 2. Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson. Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald. With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text. Delete.
Join these two football enthusiasts as they give you Total Football Talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels. Poppy J.
You got the option to cry for the government. You got the option to protest. You got the option to keep buying, but this is also an option.
Wize El Jefe.
We're the first tech geeks. We're the first gamers. We're the first everything. Like Gen X's, we are the ones.
BS3 Network proudly presents the crew from the New York boroughs who never wants that smoke. Nah, they want that fire. Poppy J and Wize El Jefe, Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. Check your local listings for your viewing and listening pleasure. Welcome back to Mentality, where it is the platform created for all men. With Wize El Jefe, I'm Cole Johnson, and yeah, we had a few laughs, and we're probably going to have some more laughs. We definitely will later. We might have some here, but sometimes you have to deal with the theater, the absurd. And what do I mean? Well, welcome to Politically Speaking. Few public signs have emerged that U.S. Senate candidate Kari Lake or her prominent supporters have misgivings about her recent campaigning under a Confederate battle flag. Days after the Republican frontrunner did so at a campaign event at Show Low, neither the Arizona Republican Party nor the National Republican Senatorial Campaign Committee had anything to say last Monday. Lake's Republican Senate rival, Pinal County Sheriff Mark Lamb, also declined to comment about the flag incident. By contrast, though, the only Democrat running in the race to succeed the retiring Senator Kristen Sinema, the independent from Arizona, Ruben Gallego, he condemned Lake's appearance with the flag, saying it was, quote, emblematic of who she is, divisive, dangerous, and unfit to serve in the U.S. Senate. I served this country in the Marines and swore to uphold the values of freedom, equality, and democracy that we hold dear, that we fought for and died for, not the failed Confederacy. This is who Kari is, a power-hungry politician who will do or say anything to get power. Close quote. I'll begin by asking this question, sir. Was Kari Lake or any of her team thinking, or is this what they want to project or promote?
This is what they want to project and promote. This is the new America. This is the Trump's America. This is what elected him the first time has opened up. We know people out there, how they truly feel. A lot of them truly are racist. They don't care how that Confederate flags offends Black people, because they feel, well, we weren't there. We were that was before our time. Okay, but be empathetic, be sympathetic for people that their ancestors had to suffer through that. Because it's not about the people anymore. It's about corporations.
Yeah.
It's about big business. It's about oil. It's about war. Because that's all about money. Money. They don't care about us. They don't care if we're red or blue. They care about the green. But yet that's how they keep us distracted. Fighting. Thinking, oh, I'm red, I'm blue. No, you're stupid. No, you're stupid. That's all that is. Because I'm a color. No.
How do you think the people in Arizona will react to her come November?
I don't know. I really don't know. Would I go with the military guy who served this country and I hope is morally a good person, or do I go with someone who's a divider, who's just pandering to one side of like, hey, look at me. I don't like immigrants. I stand with the South. I stand with slavery. I stand with all these other things that Confederate flag stands for. People were, oh, it's just a flag. It's a symbol. And we all know what that symbol represented. And we're at a time in our country where it should no longer be a part of, should not be seen, shouldn't be, we're past that now. But why do y'all want to keep reminding us about it? Why do y'all want to keep it out in the forefront? What is the point? If it's just a flag, you shouldn't have a problem putting it away.
for those who need to understand, well, all right, politically, how's the state? Well, of course, if you think of Tucson, you think of Phoenix, that pretty much is rather is blue. It leans Democratic. It leans Democrat. The state is Republican as a whole, and the biggest battle for them, of course, is border patrol. Like if you were in the Democrat National Committee, DNC, and you were to see something like that, how do you think they should respond to such a innocuous stunt?
I would use it against them. It would be in every single one of my campaign ads. You would see it like this is what she represents next to that flag, and show people like this is who y'all want representative you. Is this what you want? This is what you want to be known as, because that's what you'll be known as if you let her represent you. You'll be known as a racist or something or whatever. It's something similar to a similar situation that we know about, where a certain person acts a certain way, and then everyone thinks that everyone who associates with that person is like that person, and that could be nothing but further from the truth.
Right.
So that's how I would me being a Democrat, that's how I would attack that. I would use it against them.
For the record, Kari Lake has backed a lot of things that Trump supports. So there you go. Now, it's the fact that the GOP has been mum about this incident. Would you consider that consent from the whole Republican Party?
No, because honestly, I don't think. Honestly, and I've said it here. I've said it on the show. I might have been Republican if Trump had not been in the party.
I probably would have.
If you look at the MAGites, those are the ones you need to be careful. These are the ones you don't want in office. But there are some Republicans out there that are trying to do right.
Yeah.
That are trying to get away from MAGA and the MAGA Republicans. But it's hard. It's hard when you have someone who's I just don't understand what's the charm. What does he have over these people that they still follow him?
Kari, from all of us here at Mentality,
Got me up.
later we will have thoughts from the throne. This is Mentality. This is a BS3 Network presentation.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, Wize.
Are you in a life-holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central. Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crown they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific time zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Welcome back to Mentality, where it is the ultimate masculine safe space. With Wize and Cole, I am Cole Johnson, and the talk, not just for the last week or 2 weeks, but for pretty much the balance of the last 2 months, or close to the last 2 months, has been one Caitlin Clark. And everybody has her name on the tip of their tongue. And there's one person who definitely has it on his. And we will discuss this now in something to ponder. The Blaze TV's fearless own Jason Whitlock. Yes, he has plenty to say about the real reason why Indiana favor rookie and #1 overall draft pick in the WNBA, Caitlin Clark, was left off the U.S. women's basketball team, despite being the sport's most popular player. Now, Whitlock believes that there is much more of an ominous reason behind the snub. He went on to describe it this way. Quote, "This motley crew of 5 women who made this decision, based on my research, 3 of those women are hardcore LGBTQ. If you don't join in with their line of thinking that black women are the greatest creation in the history of America and black girl magic, if you're not on the alphabet mafia scissor team, and if you're not LGBTQ, you don't fit in." Close quote. Now, I will begin by asking this question. I'll roll the red carpet out to you and lay out. Do you believe lesbians are keeping Caitlin Clark from being on the U.S. Olympic team?
No. You want to know why? Because my girl Sabrina's not a lesbian and she's on that team.
That's right.
Kelsey Plum, I remember she's straight.
She is.
There's a few straight women on that team.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not sexuality. It's not the reason why. And I looked at that list. That list has all-stars, future Hall of Famers.
Mm-hmm.
Who am I taking off that list to put Caitlin Clark on there?
Let's see if I can think of
Who?
Not a one.
I'm not taking Sabrina off that team. I'm not taking Stewie off that team.
Nope.
Well, y'all want me to take Deanna Taurasi off because she's older? This is her last go around? No, we've always done that. We've always given those players that's on their last round, they get their little trip to the. It's been like that forever. Cynthia Cooper did it. All of them done it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Caitlin will get her time. But this fat wants you to be thinking that it's all about the LGBT, whatever, man. You just hate black women. You hate black women. Why? Why? I want to know what is your issue with black women? Why is it that you hate your women so much? Did they turn you down when you was younger and they didn't want to date your fat ugly?
Oh,
huh? What? Why?
That's cold.
Why? Why is there so much hatred? Why do we always got to talk about black women's hair and her nails and her eyelids? Man, please, man. Go have a steak sandwich and sit your in the corner and shut the fuck up. You people are journalists, please. Whatever is your opinion, yes. But how people spew is just ridiculous. There's someone else that I'm going to talk about later on who I feel is heading in that direction.
Oh no!
And I need to intervene because I can't say like I got love for him because he's but like he's going down that path. He's headed down the dark side, like the Sith side of like he really like you Jason Whitlock. Just stop it. Stop it.
Well, we'd rather be bigoted and continue to live off of the backs of men, the charity of men, and then claim these black queens have carried this league for 30 years. Don't you know that we owe a debt to these black women and all that they built in the WNBA? None of these women have the integrity, the courage, or the honesty to say, whoa, look at what these men have done for us. No one even likes this basketball, but they keep paying us to play it. Close quote. Go ahead, sir.
But why are you always talking about this? What happened to the Sue Birds? She was a big part of it. She not black.
No.
The Becky Hammonds. She not black. The Rebecca Lobos. You have players like you've had Lauren Jackson, one of the greatest centers of all time.
Mm-hmm.
What are you talking about? What is your issue with black women? What is your issue? Yes, the predominant league is black women. Yes.
Okay.
But
same with the NBA. Okay.
Get over yourself. Get over yourself. And to that dumb in Boston.
That would be Dave Portnoy.
Get Caitlin Clark out your mouth already.
Oh no, he went there. No. All right, so this is how he figures that the U.S. Olympic team should have done Caitlin Clark. Quote, they could take Caitlin Clark and do what the NBA did in 1992. Let's go out and market our league. Let's go out and put the best face of on our league on the team. Close quote. Should the U.S. Olympic team do like what Whitlock has said back in 92 and let's take the most marketable player and place her on the team?
I get it. She is putting seats in the stadiums. She is selling.
She's putting better seats. Yes.
There's no doubt. But that doesn't mean she should just be handed a spot. They don't just. You have to earn.
Mm-hmm.
Did they have a tryouts? Did they have a tryouts?
Yeah. And there's other criteria too that goes on with it that unfortunately oh no, by the way, Angel Reese
didn't make it.
Didn't qualify for. Right.
And she was a big part of that magical run last year, where it was the most watched basketball game.
Most watched women's basketball game ever. Yep.
She was a part of that.
Yes.
Hate or love her. There are other women in the league that are really pretty good.
Other talented women in the league. Yeah.
Yeah.
And have been for years.
Yeah. Listen, you fat, greasy piece of
even measuring the insult. That's hilarious.
Don't nobody care about what you're saying, bro. Black people don't care. We don't.
No, we don't.
You've been kicked out of the barbecue a long time. Like, just stop it. You do it because you want to be relevant, and I appreciate that because now you give me ammo to fire at your fat ass. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, brother. Because without you, we wouldn't have some of the funniest you have on this show. Because you just keep putting your foot in your mouth. And I appreciate you, brother. Without you, I can honestly say there will be no Bizarro Wise.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Without you, this side of me would not come out.
And
I appreciate you for that, brother. I really do. I really do, because I love this part of me.
I do too.
So thank you for being you. For being the piece of shit that you are. I appreciate you being a piece of shit. Just so you know.
And now, thoughts from the throne.
All right. So I've been debating, like, because I'm gonna fire shots. I'm firing shots to this thoughts to the throne. They're being fired. This is and I'm debating on should I this. I don't want to hurt people's feelings because then I know how. But no, fuck that. You know what? All right, listen. There's someone out there who claims to be a sports journalist. And when we first met, his integrity with me was great. Was solid. He was a solid dude. We became good friends. And I actually owe him connecting me with my best friend now. But along his way, he has traveled down a path that I don't agree with. You call yourself to be a journalist, but you have this bias and you have this hatred towards Black women. And I don't know why. Honestly, I don't know why. I'm not in your head. I don't know what's going on. But you can't continue. You can't continue to disrespect my black queens and not expect me to say something. Because your little video you had the other day talking about Monica McNutt and being very disrespectful about Monica McNutt because she didn't agree with your great white hype Caitlin Clark being on the Olympic team, that's her opinion. Just like you have your opinions about LeBron sucking and all that, that's your opinion. And for you to claim a journalist to attack a black woman and then say some of the venomous shit that you said about her, it really made me lose a lot of respect for you.
Oh man,
a lot of respect for you. And if you get offended by this, that's fine. That's all. It's that again. It's on you. But I'm not gonna continue to stand here and let you talk about black women.
Well,
I have African blood in me.
Of course,
I have African women in my African American women in my life, and for you to come out your face that when does black women do not play with wigs or eyelashes or nails? Okay, they want to look pretty so what? What's wrong with that? What is your problem with that? What has black women done to you that for you to have such hatred towards them? Because this isn't the first time you've attacked my black queens. It probably won't be the last. But if you have any hope of salvaging this friendship, you need to check yourself, brother. You really do need to check yourself. Because I don't agree with what you said. And I had to come and speak about it. I had to come out and speak on it. And I know you watch the show because you're a fan. You're a fan of this show. I know. But no, it's not. I'm not going to put up with it. I'm going to speak how I feel. And you're going to stop disrespecting my black queens. Because what kind of man says the things that you say about women? Not a real man. So if you think all the other underlying issues you have right now makes you feel less of a man, and you think talking down to my black queens is going to uplift you, nah. You're still even less of a man. So check yourself, because I will check you. I have no problem checking you because I am a real man. And you're not going to continue to disrespect my black queens like that. I really don't know, bro. I really don't know how. You come from a black queen. And for you to have such hatred for them, I don't know. I really don't. But thank you, my brother, for giving me the extra time to really express how I feel on this Thoughts from the Throne. It's on me. No one else this is how I feel. No one else, not Cole, no one, me. This is how I feel. So if you take it personal, really know that I don't care. Because I'm going to speak how I feel. And if you want to have dialogue about this, we can. I have no problems with that. Because I am a real man. So if you want to come talk to me, you know where to find me. Easy to find.
Well, of course, we in mentality believe that we have to actually stand up for all women, but definitely Black women. That's just how we are. That's how we roll. So yeah, everything that Wize said in Thoughts from the Throne, I support and endorse 100%. There isn't a syllable that he said that I disagree with. Not a one. I appreciate you saying that too. Anything for the mentality audience before we do let them go, sir?
No. Oh man, you Boston. You very much. Y'all, it looks like y'all gonna be that number 18. I had hoped that the Dallas was good, but Luka's just being exposed. He's just being exposed. But yeah, you Boston.
Gold again. You see what you do, Boston? You just you sink my brother into a low and a lull when you all do great, man. But unfortunately, though, for him, but fortunately for you guys, congratulations, Celtics. You're the best team this year in the NBA, and you proved it finally. But thank all of you for liking. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for subscribing. And thank you for the comments. We totally appreciate it. And thank you for hitting that notification bell so you can catch all the content that comes from the Real Wize TV YouTube channel and the Comey Media Incorporated YouTube channel. We both appreciate it. Oh, and before I do close, also, you will be listening to this show as well on Real Wize Radio. As that wonderful vehicle is back, my brother is doing his thing. And oh yeah, you're gonna hear this heat on that show, on that network too. For Wize LFA, I'm Cole Johnson here to say, in parting as we always do, our secret technique is that we always speak with mentality. See you next week.
Peace. Told y'all.
That's 100.
Y'all want to call Drake a pedophile? I am calling Matt Gaetz a pedophile. And he's just not. He's just, it's, all right, let me rear back on that because he hasn't been proven. Alleged pedophile.
There we go.
Alleged pedophile.
That's right. Alleged.
I'll correct myself. He hasn't been convicted. Alleged pedophile.
Yes. Yes. Say with Drake. That's alleged too.
Allegedly. Alleged. Yes. Mm-hmm. But we know you see it in his eyes. He's one of, he has that R. Kelly look. He has that R. Kelly gleam in his eyes when they see little girls.
I never thought I would hear the correlation of R. Kelly and Matt Gaetz.
We know what I do, man.
That is brilliant.
We know how I come over. You should just come out of the air. Anyway.
Oh Lord. Now if we see urination videos come from Matt Gaetz, that'll be
oh my God.
That would take it over the top.
Oh my God. He probably does have some. Anyway, all right. That's enough.